I don't think I've ever seen something like the Minions movie trend craze. The rise of Gru. You've got, everyone's showing up in suits, hundreds of people renting out movie theaters and just mosh pitting. What is going on? This was crazy. This took America by storm.
Dude, I mean, I think it's just like a way for people to go viral. I feel like that's definitely how it started. But I'm a big Minion fan. I've seen all the Despicable Me's, and I've been texting Jack and other people here trying to get them to go see the movie with me, and Jack finally agreed. So we might go this weekend.
After I saw the mosh, I was fucking in.
Yeah, so you guys are suiting up, and maybe we'll get a video of that.
Jake, you don't like Minions and such?
I just haven't seen any of them, but but like Gru's kind of funny. But like I read some article though that said that movie theaters are now like starting to not let you into the movie if you have a suit on.
They're probably scared as shit. They're looking at people mobbing the parking lot and showing up in the mall. The security guard in malls following these kids.
The video of the kids having a legit mosh pit in front of the movie screen.
Yeah, no one's even watching the movie. It's just kids screaming their head off the entire time. Like, it's so funny. Morbius is probably like, what the fuck? Why couldn't this have been our movie?
Well, dude, I think the difference is I think the Despicable Me is actually like a good movie.
Right.
I didn't see Morbius, but apparently it was terrible.
No, exactly. It was terrible. That's what I've heard. But like, so this is a good animated movie. Like maybe this was us. Like if this was us for Project X, that would have been so lit. But it's like, are we getting up for an animated movie? But I think that's part of what makes it funny.
Absolutely, it is.
The rap song that's like associated with it. Everyone's sneaking in bananas to the movie.
Oh yeah, that's something about that because that's your friend's Yeet, but your friend's
Cole Bennett.
James O'Hara's boy.
Yeah, Cole Bennett was like the one who was commissioned to like do the song, and they said he had to beg for them to let that Yeet dude do it because like no one knows who he is.
Right.
And now he's like popping off because of it. So
you mean Summer Rae's boyfriend?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me know what that movie is. Sorry.
He is like a very vulgar rapper, like only raps about hard drugs and fucking girls. And then he makes this Minions movie song.
I will not be watching this, but I came to a shocking realization. The guy who plays Elvis was Napoleon Dynamite.
No, not true.
Did I get fooled? Damn.
You got fooled.
Okay.
Kind of looks similar though. But the guy who plays Elvis is Austin Butler.
Right.
The guy who plays Napoleon Dynamite is
John Heater. John Heater played Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow, we just either Bren's in a really deep thought or we just lost Bren.
Yeah. Austin Butler used to be on like Disney Channel and stuff.
That's what I was like, where is this guy? And then I got
he dated Vanessa Hudgens for 10 years.
Okay.
And they broke up, and now she dates that dude on the Pirates with the long brown curly hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake
I forgot what his name.
Maybe.
I don't know. He kind of looks like a skinny Troy Polamalu or something. But like,
is he like famous or is he literally a guy on the Pirates?
He's like probably famous because of her, but I think he's
like I should know his name.
Yeah. Hold on.
Right.
Dylan, it's Cole Tucker.
Okay. Yeah. Cole Tucker.
Yeah.
He's not bad. Middle infielder.
200 million on Minions globally in opening weekend.
That's crazy. Like
107 from domestic.
Yeah, they broke the 4th of July box office record.
I was thinking like AMC's got to be like movie theaters are back. I mean, and it's literally a trend that's getting.
Yeah, that's part of it. I think is movie theaters are back. Like the fact that Top Gun just hit and everyone's like, "Oh shit, you have to go see it," right? And then now everyone's like, "Oh, movies are kind of lit again." So
and the Batman was like, "Oh my god, I can't catch a break without mentioning the Batman. People like had a religious experience there. I guess
That's what I'm watching.
Right. The Minions is the same thing.
I was just gonna say I just started the Christian Bale 3 Batmans again.
Yeah,
I'm sucked in.
It's such a good watch. I mean,
I was like, I turned it on to fall asleep to it, and like after 10
can't.
minutes, I was like, "Yep, I gotta watch all 3 now." Like this is happening.
Well, I was gonna say Top Gun officially passed The Dark Knight as the box office.
Really? I thought you were gonna say in like rating or something like
box office money. So
most people know that I am anti Anthony Edwards. I'm like the only Anthony Edwards hater. What did you guys make of his movie? Did you guys check that out? Adam Sandler's movie?
Hustle.
Everyone's like, bro, it's got an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. He's a movie star. I'm like, bro, that movie sucked ass.
Was it Happy Madison?
I think it is, because it's all like, except it's like more serious than like like Howie, or what was that, Hubie Halloween or whatever the fuck that movie was with Adam Sandler that he made on Netflix. It was classic him.
Stretch.
Yeah, I mean, well, he openly admits that like that's his brand. Like he makes money off that, so it's like he literally just acts like an idiot and can make money. That's why no one will take him serious unless he's playing like a degenerate in Uncut Gems.
Right.
I love that movie.
Yeah, right. Like it's almost like a blend of the two. Like he got more serious in Uncut Gems, and it was like it's like I don't know, it's Billy Madison mixed with Uncut Gems or something.
Yeah.
But Juancho Hernan Gomez. I mean, come on, it's like what? Adam Sandler's just at an NBA game. The 6th guy on the bench. That guy's going to star in my movie.
I think I'm fully adapted his some of his like style, because I haven't bought myself clothes since high school for real. Like
yeah. I mean, I loved his run of like Mr. Deeds, 50 First Dates, like the old classics.
Mr. Deeds is fire.
Yeah, all timer. All right, well, let's knock out some thoughts there, because this is kind of like the summer of TV. Lots of movies are back. Stranger Things, I was obsessed with. I almost thought waiting for it. I thought July 1st was a big old. All right, Jack hasn't seen it yet. I'm saying it was just a buzzkill for me. It was almost like I don't know. I guess I got too hyped.
It was a letdown.
I'm with you on the like. So it was last night that I finally had time to sit down, and me and Dee were like Dee already watched it, and she was like, "You want to watch the first episode?" So we like finally started it. And now I'm just kind of bummed. So honestly, I wish I watched the entire season 4,
right?
Or like waited for the entire season 4.
Because I loved the home stretch of like part 1 or whatever. I would just say it's just classic Stranger Things, Jack. It's like, it's all building up to a showdown, and then all of a sudden, okay, how do we set up the next season? After everyone is just merry and like roundabout hugging everyone. But there are some twists and turns, I guess, this time around.
I still haven't watched the last episode of like the part 1 of the final
season. That was my favorite. That was
the last episode of the part 1.
Yeah,
because I thought my last episode that I was like, this is fucking sweet, but I never got a chance to watch the next one, so maybe it'll be better for me that I have those 3 to watch.
Right.
Yeah,
but it'll take like half a day. Or
definitely. I had the same thoughts, Dylan, that they were setting it up, or like it felt like big setups coming. At least where I'm at, I still haven't finished it either. But I like this season definitely more than maybe it was 2 or 3.
Like the last one where they were in the food court mall like the whole time.
Yeah.
It was all right. Brennan, were you thoroughly agitated with how long each episode was?
Yeah, sorry, I got disconnected here. But I mean, I watched the first, I think, 2 or 3 episodes with Jack. But I still want to continue watching the rest. I'm just having trouble because like the last episode of part 1, how long is it?
Bro, the last episode of part 2 is like 2.5 hours. So just like get ready for that.
That's like
Yeah.
Like I just saw the Elvis movie this weekend, and that was 2.5 hours. Like,
Oof.
how should one episode of a TV show be that long? I just
Right.
can't wrap my head around.
Jay?
it.
Well, I guess because that's at home. Like that's the thing. Like movie theaters, like okay, shit, you're literally like, first of all, you
That's
can't
true.
leave. Yeah, and move it.
You can
Yeah,
break it
come on.
up, I guess, but still.
Yeah.
And I get movies being long. I just don't understand one TV episode being that long.
Yeah, they went balls to the wall for this season. All right, well, this is right up your alley then, right on schedule, right on topic here. Bo Burnham Inside, hour 21. Have you guys heard about this? He literally, like, he's a comedian. He's he was in The Big Sick. He's been in other stuff, but he was
He
eighth
went
grade.
viral on YouTube back in the
Yeah.
day for like new math and those songs.
And you guys know the Jeffrey Bezos song on TikTok that went viral. I watched
Yeah.
it. It came from this. Like, so he basically shot a movie, directed it himself during the pandemic where he was literally locked in quarantine in New York. He's literally deteriorating mental health wise by himself. And he is just creating art. Like, I can't even explain it to you. You have to watch it where it's like, you're like, okay, what the hell is this? And then you can't stop watching it. And it's real quick.
Okay.
And he's
Yeah.
super
I'm
he's
a big
super
Bo
talented.
Burnham
He's super talented. It's on Netflix. Yeah, he did great shit there.
Yeah.
Call
Like
on
when I
that.
first heard like I'm Boyo in high school or like those songs, like
Yeah.
those are hilarious.
Dude, like, how does he come? He's so talented to come up with the lyrics. He performs it himself. He plays the music. Like, it's incredible. Yeah, so that's a
I
recommendation.
didn't really ever care for him, but if you're wondering, but I respect that he is extremely talented.
Right.
Well, I wanna say he has like an Asperger's or an autism. I'm almost
Like on
positive.
on the spectrum, maybe a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look it up so we don't like tarnish his name.
We just slander him. Is he litigious?
I'm like pretty confident that he does. But
I'm happy Elon like kind of said something about it, and I would hope that other
He just
similar, like,
comes
artists-
back with a total bill of clean health, but Jack's pretty sure he's got something wrong with him. Defending Jacob, I binged. It was awesome. Sharp Objects game, mind thriller. Holy crap! It's an ambiguous ending miniseries. Loved it. Brendan, I can't stop watching Severance. I'm not done yet. Holy crap! That it is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It just reminds me of like I don't know if you've ever watched Black Mirror, but if you took a Black Mirror episode and instead of making just one episode long, stretched it across like a series, it's kind of got that feel.
And it's such an interesting concept too. And it's like, it's sci-fi. It's nothing you haven't seen, a thriller. And it's like the work life versus the home life. And then it's like, corporations, you versus the machine. What are you all in it for? Yeah, it's fantastic. This kind of ties into a Bursic Babel, which is coming back again this week as we're back. Neuralink Jail. So like this Severance is basically that, right? So when you wrote this down, Alex, what were you kind of thinking about?
Well, I think I overheard the concept somewhere, and it just made me start to think about it too. And I was just like, I don't know how I feel about the whole Neuralink thing yet, but that is definitely an application I think would be good. Is if you basically could somehow put a prisoner to make them do time or like speed up their time, and
Just
then
in his
also
own
maybe,
mind,
right? And like virtually, like also give them the I don't know, like automated what am I thinking? Like therapy, like mental health stuff, like that they do it across seas and other jails,
I think that actually is a Black Mirror episode where like
it's crazy.
They trap you in like a room for like in real life time. It's only like 10 minutes, but they make it in your mind seem like it's legitimately like 9,000 years or something.
I probably overheard someone tell me about that, but that's what like that's a concept that finally made Neuralink kind of make sense to me.
And that's on the way. Metaverse is on the way. That immediately solves a huge problem, which is prison space. And it's just, people in a digital jail.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I'm still scared as hell of Neuralink though.
Yeah, that's like some Doctor Strange shit. Like,
I think it's gonna fuck with our I don't know. It's just gonna be weird.
Well, speaking of putting my mind in a pretzel, you guys remember when movies were rated NC-17?
Mhm.
It's like, are we still doing that anymore, or do you just flip on HBO?
Wait, I remember that, but were those movies allowed in movie theaters or no?
I think they were special
were.
movie theaters. I don't know. Like,
All right. We got I got the list from I guess like the most.
they had to have stopped doing this. But I remember vividly as a child, it's just like, you're at a sleepover. Hey, this movie's NC-17. Should we pop it in?
That's it's still a thing.
That's what I used to do with my cousins. We would stay watching it, like not another teen movie and stuff like that. You ever seen that?
Is Ghislaine Maxwell sentenced, put on suicide watch? Well, she's still with us as of right now, but that was the story since we were off last week.
Whatever happened to I'm annoyed that they don't. I hope the investigation continues and there is like a list of names that they're going after. That's all.
Power, baby. They're gonna stay hidden.
Yeah.
Howard Stern is thinking about, it might have been tongue in cheek, but he wants to run for president. I mean, is he getting any votes there? You guys Howard Stern fans?
Howard Stern wants to run for president.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the movie about his life?
Bro, my dad was like, you got to watch it. I watched it. Was
Parts.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
He stars in it, all about his career and how he was just kind of like,
yeah, like starts as a kid and stuff, and how he's like always kind of been like vulgar, and that's how he just like went for that like persona.
Right.
It
is a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, so my brothers who are like 43 and 38 are big Howard Stern fans. So
right, like that's the demo.
Like the little bit of the older crowd.
He's definitely like calmed down quite a bit, though, I think.
Dude, he's just gotten older. Like, he was just a wild dude making it. It was, nothing like anything I've ever seen. He kind of got his bag, went to Sirius. Is people still listening to Sirius, but he still trends every once in a while because he has that loyal fan base that grew up with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Stern was radio, and then Rogan was like the first guy in podcasting. That's why as podcasting grew, he grew, and he was like the pioneer. Yeah. Let's see here. Roe v. Wade overturned. I have no idea. Again, I think Joe Burrow of all people put it perfectly when he put on his Instagram where it's like, hey, we're not about, murdering babies, but it's like there are certain circumstances where it's like, okay, wait a second, this needs to happen, right? And now there's just going to be a surge of like people aren't going to be prepared for like a surge in just pregnancies in all these states.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with what Joe Burrow. I mean, not to get too political, but I don't think it.
I mean, just put it perfectly. It's like just use your common sense. Don't be so extreme on one side or the other.
Yeah. Think about. Let's get a little personal. It doesn't have to be political, but like I was adopted, right? So my mother was in a position where she had to face that choice.
Sure.
And so personally, I'm very like pro-life. Like if I had got a girl pregnant, I've always thought I'd do everything to like raise the kid, but that's a perfect example. I came from the situation where she could have chosen the other thing, and she might be like, my lawyer said it best. You guys want to get real serious? He goes, your mom or dad could be a crackhead on the side of the street or a millionaire because they didn't have to burden you. You don't want to know the situations generally where you're coming from. And I was like, that, I sat on that for a few years, but it's
and think of it the other way too, is like, you're not planning for it. It happens. You can barely take care of yourself, and now you're supposed to take care of a kid too. And it's just like, how many different scenarios? Think about that, and think about how many people are in poverty, even just in the United States, that they're just not going to be able to, get rid of a potential, obviously a burden of cost.
And I wonder if like what the medical field has to say about it. Like you said, the surge of babies, and then it could really hurt certain economic areas.
What if that's your career, and all of a sudden you were saying, Jack?
I just said I'll get political real quick. I think it's pretty fucked just because I mean, it's just like the girl's fucking body. It's her choice. And dude, people can die from like people have like diseases where like they'll die.
That's the saddest.
Yeah. So it's like,
sorry to overtalk. That's the saddest thing is when you hear of the situation where a female wants to have a kid and she literally is now facing, oh, it's either my life or theirs. And it's just, it's a predicament I can't even imagine.
The people who are so strong on it is like, oh my goodness, you know, it's like, wait, what, you know, I can't believe you're making this argument. Yeah, again, it's like use common sense, you know, per situation basis.
Also, like, can we get another thing that's not gonna divide America and keep fucking making people mad? Like,
oh my goodness, yeah, I know. And it's like, why are we going backwards? You know, that's what I don't understand. Yeah, no, everything's a division. It's that's what the trouble with growing up is. You just open your eyes and it's like, oh, you know, there's a lot of life's pretty fucking awesome, but real world's pretty fucking awful too, you know.
And then what 5 years, just 5 years down the road, this could change other things too. And I haven't done my research on like what decisions and law have been made based on Roe v. Wade, but we've heard it our whole lives used in several situations.
And more is going to come. Yeah. Like I mentioned, I'm worried for my brother. Like they're just going to overturn gay sex marriage or gay, gay marriage. I was thinking of my brother. I was thinking of my brother's sex club story.
Overturn gay sex.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right. I mean, who knows?
It's like we have legitimate friends now. It's like becomes so normal, and I'd hate to say
it's like, holy shit, their rights are all of a sudden not, you know, are being stripped, and it's like, oh my god.
And then it's like you have the whole community around them now that's like, I like fuck the law, like you're married in all of our books, but this is stupid. Whatever.
I went full nerd on golf stuff. I think I've said on Wingin It I was trying to break 80 this year. I top 10. I shot an 85. I was so dialed. And then 2 days later, I shot an 87. Came back down to earth this morning, shot like a 93 at a really hard course. But I tell you what, throwing up a net just downstairs, like I went full on nerd, just getting like golf equipment. Maybe I'll sign with the Live Tour.
You shot the 85 and you were right back in the lab right after on your Snap story.
Bro, that's what I was saying. Like I was like, you know what? My driver wasn't working today, working on some more stuff.
How much the like net cost?
Dude, that was like $70. Like I got that. Okay. I got one of those warm-up sticks where it's like, you know, it's the ball on the end. Like I just like went full nerd on just like random utensils.
You can do all that in your basement. You've got a pretty big basement, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do an MTV Cribs kind of spoof video eventually. That's coming this summer.
Dude, you should get a full-blown simulator down there.
So I've looked into it. You guys Busta Jack Golf, or do you know Good Golf?
We're friends with Busta Jack's sister here in Dallas.
Get the fuck out, dude. I'm like Busta Jack's biggest fan.
No way.
Yeah, I love those guys.
I think she follows her name. Her name's MacNut. I think she follows Wingin It.
Wow. Okay, we got to do a collab or something because those guys are hilarious. Shit, I've been following that dude like before he even like created the company. Like he was just posting like 9-hole vlogs. Yeah, and I saw they're doing a tournament in Dallas. Maybe I slip in.
Yeah,
that's lit. Yeah, and those are like two guys just like doing it.
I'm not familiar with their content. You said 9-hole vlogs. Like, would they just film their round?
So they're golfers. Like they literally just like they're damn good. You know, like they're scratch golfers. So they basically just film like a bunch of content. And like there's a big niche for like there's foreplay, obviously through Barstool. There's good. These guys who are like absolutely unreal. These kids that are young or like out of college. And then there's Busta Jack who's just like up and coming.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All the merch game too. They all have cool hats.
Yeah. What are they called?
For Busta Jack Golf. Busta Jack. All right. So we're getting to the tea with Jack D and then wrapping up with Bursic Babbles. And then I am heading to Alaska. Dude, Noah Beck. Did you guys see his penalty kick from like a month back? He was like trying out with
he's cold at soccer.
Dude, he is so cold. But then, just the tempo, he paused and then he just rips it top tit.
Who?
back of the net.
I cut out. Who are you guys talking about?
Noah Beck.
Oh, dude, yeah, he played college soccer.
Yeah, but people were like, dude, he's going to be a starting midfielder in the Prem. And he had to be like, bro, there's no fucking way I'm doing that.
Dude, no way.
Yeah.
No chance.
Does he still date Dixie? Just famous because of Charlie, like her younger sister.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. But she got unseated by Cobby Lame.
she did.
I tell you, soccer has a way. I Show Speed has Ronaldo. You know, he's like the biggest Ronaldo fan. He's always trying to fucking talk to Ronaldo. That's me for Shohei Ohtani. Whenever Verde clips me up talking about Ohtani, I swear to God, Japan just floods my YouTube channel. Like it is every single time I'm getting thousands of views for just Shohei Ohtani. It's like my top viewed videos ever. So he's
Dude,
got
maybe
Ronaldo.
we just-
I got Ohtani.
Maybe we just tag that in every video we have.
Yeah, we get at episode 71. Shohei Ohtani did this week.
And then we do a Wingin It Japan tour. We're just
correct.
famous as shit over there.
I have a cousin who lives there, so he must be telling us about him. All right, let's get to the tea with Jack D here. Short and sweet. We're glad to be back with you. We're going to be off next week because I'm in Alaska, but listening audience, you're going to catch it this week. Visual audience, you'll catch it while I'm in Alaska. But summer's always hectic. We're going to be back for you in a more content schedule, of course, coming this fall.
Are you going on just a cruise around
Yeah.
Alaska, or are you? So you don't like? Do you get off and stuff?
Yeah, so it makes different stops around Alaska. Like, you know, it's huge. Like, so it's a Hawaii time, which is crazy. It's gonna be like 70s, cloudy there. Hopefully avoid some rain. But
Like, is it just like a couple hours? Like, are you gonna play golf or anything there? Like,
no, I'm gonna be fucking itching because I'm not gonna be able to golf for a week. But yeah, there is a casino on board. So I should be
Wow.
all right there. Yeah.
You'll be good. Yeah.
It'll be good. Yeah, no, there
So
should be
you'll-
like I'm whale watching. There's going to be like a wildlife kind of tour. So I'm hoping to get some good content. Dude, how about this is perfect. I can't believe I didn't even put this in. How about the Norwegian cruise line that literally hit a fucking iceberg in Alaska this past week? It's like what?
Did it?
It's like what the fuck? Yeah.
Did people die?
No, it was like people were literally filming. It's like tight. It looked like a piece of black ice, and you just hear like people are filming off the thing. Like no injuries. It just kind of went to a port and had to get serviced. But like Jesus Christ,
Damn, Titanic.
Titanic too.
There's this concept now for this. It's powered by nuclear power, and it's this floating hotel that never comes down from the ground unless it lands. But it's like 5,000. It's like 5,000 square feet, and like has like casinos, gyms, and everything.
Jesus
It's like a new
Christ.
like futuristic concept that like I'll have to find it. I just googled it and I couldn't
Dude.
find it, but I'll,
I know I've seen it too, so I'm gonna try and find it for you, Jake.
yeah, try to find it while I start the rest of it. So a jury today found Eric Ronald Jr. guilty of first-degree murder and the killing of Nipsey Hussle, and he got his ass fucking beat the other day in jail.
What?
Yeah,
So
he
he's the
was-
guy. Like he's definitely the
He's-
guy.
Yeah, he's the guy, and he was supposed to be like in protective custody, but it's like one of those like Sons of Anarchy things.
Right. Someone leaves
pay
the
the
door
guard.
open. Yeah.
Yeah. New York is trying to pass a bill that will require gun license applicants to provide 3 years of social media history to prove their character. Yeah, this is it. It's wild. Like,
What
it's
is that? The
literally-
soul plane?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see this.
Yeah, like it's supposed to like never come down because of nuclear power. And
Bro,
like,
that atrium is nuts.
So
yeah.
like I love the concept, but where's it landing? Is it going to be a boat to like you got to land that in the ocean? There's nothing. We can't build a runway that far. I mean, I guess you could in the desert, but like
Also, is it good to be bumping nuclear power like that? I don't know much about it, but
yes,
it is.
yeah, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be
wish-
like
I wish
Homer
we-
Simpson. Yeah, just working there the whole life.
I'm all
Yeah,
about,
I mean, I'm hypey on that.
I think it'd be
That's-
sweet.
that's-
I'd go up in that.
That gives
I think
me-
I'd go up in that more than a cruise, honestly.
but
Yeah.
where are you stopping on this cruise? You think it's just got it all?
Yeah, apparently the description said it's got it all. I just don't do being in the water because at least if that thing starts going down, you can parachute out and figure it out instead
You
of
think they have parachutes for everyone on board?
guaranteed.
I would rather be in the water than up.
Dude, if you're middle of the water and that shit goes down, what are you doing? You're just floating until
I'm swimming, dude. I'm Michael Phelps on that bitch.
Not
because
fucking out, not miles to the nearest
you,
indigenous tribe to throw spears at you.
dude, the whole thing about the boat is once the boat goes down, there's a huge like suction down too.
Right.
So,
You can't get caught down there or in your boat.
Yeah. So Tesla is no longer the world's top electric vehicle seller.
What is it?
Warren Buffett's backed Chinese automaker BYD sold 100,000 more vehicles. I'm thinking it's because the population in Asia is so much that
Yeah.
it's probably over there.
I've heard of like Lucid Motors. You mentioned Rivian, Alex. There's like, Fisker. I mean, there's a bunch.
Rivian trucks look pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But
They're getting slaughtered though.
Yeah. It says Tesla still owns 75% though of the US market.
Right.
So it's just like everywhere else.
dude, I think Rivian. I don't know what to say about their whole like IPO and whatnot, but I think that they do have something. And Lucid is pretty damn good.
Joe Rogan said he has chosen not to host former Trump because he has no interest in helping him.
No interest in what?
I didn't expect that.
Helping him. Like,
Yeah, that was surprising to me. Yeah, that he said he's had like multiple opportunities to have Trump on the podcast or his show, but he's declined because he doesn't support him.
And
Which
like
was surprising to me.
And he's kind of wary of like what that would do. I mean, just put him in front of just a massive audience.
Yeah.
Well, it turned in, everyone would want it to turn into this like almost like national televised thing, like it would just be terrible to try and handle that.
Yeah, no, I just love how it's like, I mean, that's the future of media is like people get interviewed on podcasts and then people listen to it. And then all of a sudden we'll tweet, it's like, oh my God, so-and-so said this on the latest podcast. That was exactly what Joe Rogan, what it happened in this case.
And then they asked him whether he thought Trump could win presidency again or not. And he responded, well, he's running against a basically dead man.
Dude, what's interesting is like, is there going to be friction between him and DeSantis? It's like, okay, the guy that has the cult following and then the guy who's like, I guess the same philosophies, but obviously younger, or like maybe more, viewed more as like, okay, maybe it won't be a repeat of what the last 4 years were. I have no idea. I wonder if that causes friction within the party.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should be Howard Stern. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Check that box.
So I did not get to watch it, but Joey Chestnut won his 15th Nathan hot dogs eating contest, making him the most winning like contest athlete of all time or something like that. I think though, Dylan, you might know this. It was the under, right?
It was the under, but all bets got refunded because he had to choke slam a protester who bumped into him.
What was the number?
It was right.
Yeah, right. And it came in way under some guy.
Like 63.
Gambling group chat. Someone goes, if you've been watching the prelims, it's hot out. So nobody was breaking records today. I was like, thanks for the inside info.
Dude, I hit it 1 year when they ticked 0 and it literally it was like a 5-second delay and then they added the next one and it was hype. It was so hype.
What the hell was that protest? He was wearing a Darth Vader mask. Was that for like killing pigs? I think I don't know.
It said Smithfield Death Star. So wherever Smithfield is.
Death Star. What?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was Joey Chestnut's flu game I saw on Twitter because he had a cast on his leg.
Yeah.
All right, we already talked about Minions, 125 million in its first weekend. R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. I feel like he should have they should have just thrown him in there forever. But
don't go digging unless you want to be horrified.
He could still be alive in 30 years. That's the thing. So.
Yeah. Well, didn't Maxwell get 20? Gillian?
Yeah.
I was like,
but she was an accomplice. I think that's
Sure.
the difference. I think R. Kelly was like
The kingpin.
Yeah. This is pretty wild if true. A former Trump aide testified that following his speech on January 6th to the Capitol riots, the wanted the Capitol to see what was going down, and he tried to grab the steering wheel to make him go that way.
Yeah,
Imagine him being like, go. And he's like,
I've got him reaching through the limo thing that
Yeah.
like silences you from the driver. Like
Yeah.
he's reaching around him.
Go there now. Go.
They need me.
They need me. Okay. I would be off this fucking plane so quick. It was literally a domestic flight across America, and Delta Airlines was offering $10,000 to passengers willing to give up their seat. Dude, I'd be out of
I would
there.
be so blacked at the airport bar after that. I would just stay there. I would be at
I'd
Chili's
be like,
performing.
dude, I'll leave next week if you want me to for $10K. Like,
Bro,
that's
I'm really hoping that my flight doesn't get fucked with this week. Like, I don't know what to expect. You've been dealing with all your shit. I'm thinking kind of naively, that's not gonna. I haven't seen anything yet. I have no idea what to expect tomorrow.
dude, oh my god, the plane I was on last night was so fucking hot. Like that's my worst. Like
Yeah.
I was like hitting the thing next to me, and the lady kept looking at me. I'm like, dude, it's fucking hot on here. Taco Bell and Cheez-Its have 2 collabs on the way. It's like one massive Cheez-It with like the Mexican pizza, but they got a Crunchwrap Supreme with a fat Cheez-It in the middle, and it looks pretty fucking fire.
That's a fire
Yes,
collab.
Yeah. Drake pulled up to a Backstreet Boys concert, which was kind of random. I feel like he didn't even really know the words from what I saw in the video.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah. Disney is selling a $5,000 Star Wars cocktail on a cruise. So it
inflation.
says it's the galaxy's rarest and most valuable cocktail.
Could you ever be so much of a super fan of something that you would do something like that?
I mean, maybe if I was literally a billionaire.
Yeah,
and that was like pennies on the dollar.
right.
But like, dude, there's probably like people out there that like jerk off to Star Wars that are like saving up for that.
Yeah, right.
And then I guess Tommy Fury officially isn't having a fight with Jake Paul.
I've had trouble keeping up with it, so it got canceled once. That's why they fought Woodley again, and now he's fighting.
And then they said he wasn't allowed in the States because his family's related to a big time Irish crime boss.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul's like put out all this shit that like all he literally has to do is like his team is all he's got to do is go to the embassy and like show his face, and they know why he's fighting, and like they'll let him.
Is this the drink? Wow. All right.
Yeah, it's like a little arty.
Well, at least it's hefty.
Dude,
I have a feeling there's like just a typical like 1.5 ounce shot.
It's all ice.
Dude, Disney's trying to, since DeSantis took away their tax break, they're trying to make up for
Dude,
it.
I got a letter in the mail where it's like, hey, you could get, because I got such a great fixed interest rate when I bought in 2020 on my house, or 2021. It's like, hey, for a new interest rate, we can give you a $70K cash. Like, because it's like, why are you guys so desperate for more money? It's like, are you gonna be able to fucking? Are you guys okay?
Okay, suggestions.
Yes.
So I had to get the free trial for this because no one has Stars anymore unless they have cable. But there's this show called The Missing, and it's literally like a Defending Jacob, like Mayor of Easttown type binge. 2 seasons. It's the same detective in both, but different stories. So you don't really need to see. It makes a little more sense the first one, but the first season was okay. The ending could have been better, but the second season, I finished it last night on the plane. I had 10 minutes left of it, and I'm literally walking through the airport watching it because I was so like, holy shit.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would give that a watch, Dylan, if you can.
Okay.
And then this comedy drama 8-episode show on Hulu called The Bear. that's got the dude from he plays Lip and Shameless, who's like the older brother. He's cool, but
Yeah.
it's a comedy drama about this fine dining chef. His brother kills himself and leaves him his Italian sandwich shop in Chicago, and it's like just about like how the brother then like stops being a fine dining chef and is going to try to run it. It's all these fucking like super Chicago people there, and it's like it's pretty funny. It's just like an easy like watch. They're like 30-minute episodes. I binged it pretty quick. And then the Nathan Fielder's new show, The Rehearsal, is coming out. I don't even really know how to explain it, but the trailer looked fucking hysterical.
I had trouble following it, but if it's him just talking and interacting with normal people, unsuspecting people, I'm all in.
Yeah. And then last, I sent you guys the trailer earlier, but I think that movie Amsterdam with Christian Bale and Margot Robbie and John David Washington looks fucking incredible. I think that's
Fire
sick.
cast. Did you like American Hustle?
I thought it was okay.
It was a little different. I love Silver Linings Playbook. So it kind of, you know, I got some American Hustle vibes from the trailer, but.
And he was also one of like the main producers on both Anchormans. So he's got some like comedy undertone. So
okay, that's the tea and selections with Jack D. Let's wrap up. We've got 7 Bursic babbles, but we're gonna cut down to the top 3 that I picked from your list here, because this is a great one to kick us off here, Alex. OCD traits.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask, do you guys know of any? So I'll start, for example, but something weird about you, something you do differently, or you know that you do it differently. So when like I'm setting a timer on basically anything, but typically like the microwave or the oven, I never set it to like set it, 90 seconds or whatever. I'll choose 92 seconds or 93, whatever I'm feeling. Just I'll never do like 90 or 95 or 60 seconds. So that's just an OCD trait of mine. No reason for it. Completely psychotic. But
I've got one that I hate. I have to, like, if I don't visibly like make a note of myself seeing myself close the garage door, even though I do it every time, I have to do a loop around. I do it all. I waste like 2 minutes. I have to do it.
Even though you're like 99% sure you closed it.
I have never been back. I've probably done this 250 times in my life. Never has it been left open.
When have you ever like been robbed out of your garage or something?
No, it's just a weird phobia I have. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like some people have the stove, and like you leave the stove on. I'm like the garage doors open.
Yeah.
I have one kind of like that I have 2 things, but one that's kind of like that, which I've actually read that it's with ADHD, it's a common thing, is I will literally go put my laundry in, and the minute I get upstairs, have no idea if I put detergent in or not. So I'll have to go fucking back and I'm like, I can't just think that it's just going to wash. Like I have to go start it over again.
Right. That's kind of the same thing. It's like, oh, did I do that? And then, taking pills for me sometime too, like Zoloft, I'll be like, did I fucking take this morning?
I did that with Adderall the other day. I was fucking tweaked, but I guess this is I've outgrown it a little bit, but I still prefer it. But when I was growing up, I had my own drawer of plastic silverware, because if silverware clanks together, or like if it hits someone's teeth, I literally get like shivers. So now like I've grown out of it because I'm an adult or whatever, but I still go when I'm at Chipotle, I grab hella forks and I'll use them like the whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Brian, did you have any like that?
Oh, I can't think of anything like that. I mean, I'm sure I can't think of anything on the spot.
The last thing I had for me was I'm a TV volume on the 5s and 10s. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to have it either 20, 25, 30.
I do that.
I'm even numbers when I'm in the car on my stereo.
Yeah.
I can't have it on 11. It's got to be an even number. I can't have 15 either.
Really?
It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I see. That's what I love about this. This was a great topic because everyone's got their niche thing, and other people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I have to brush my teeth every time I get out of the shower.
Okay,
Or else I
that's
don't feel
healthy as fuck.
I just don't feel fully refreshed and clean if I don't.
I know what you mean.
I have to clean my. That's just golf nerd. I clean my clubs after every time I play with them, but like my car's dirty. Like so, like I don't know. Like I don't have like OCD with that. All right, that was a good one. All right, 1 of 3 down. Wedding season. It's upon us. I can't go to one of them because this year because they're basically back to back, and I'm in a wedding, so I have to go to the rehearsal dinner. It's like the last 4 years for COVID jam packed into 2 years for weddings. It's crazy. Bachelor parties was a follow-up thought from you here, Alex.
Yeah. So just both in general, like it's that time in life for me and us that like, okay, I'm starting to go to weddings, and by no means am I complaining, but it's just like you hit those weekends after weekends. Like Zach and Brittany, I think they told me they had 5 weeks in a row of weddings or something like that. And I'm just like, I don't know how you're doing that. I had 2 and they were separate, but then like bachelor parties, buddy going to Phoenix, and I immediately booked my flight just thinking like ahead, just $600, and then everything with all the flights going around. I'm like, dude, like I want to go to Phoenix. I've been wanting to go to Phoenix, but that's kind of my whole budget for like a quick Phoenix trip, like I'm not trying to drop a rack every trip this year. So,
and it's like, if you have that many like weddings and bachelor parties, like at what point is it okay to say no to someone? Because
Like, at what age do you?
I don't want to throw away all my money. Like at what point is it okay?
That's what, and I'm struggling because I want to plan a bachelor trip, and I've always thought like going to like a mountain stuff, but like we did Labor Day, it's hard to get there and get everyone up there in cars and such. So I'm like, should I just do something way more local and budget friendly so more people are inclined to like, you know what I mean?
Right to come. Yeah. My follow-up would be for you 3 guys. You're talking about what's your ideal bachelor party? What are you guys thinking about?
Like for me or for someone else?
Yeah, no, for you. Like what you guys envisioning? Hey, the time has come. What do you want to do?
I want to go to Miami. That's my favorite.
Yes,
love the weather, love the ocean, love the
Miami would be sweet.
My buddy's actually got one in Miami, so it's gonna be fire.
Something beach for me, but I guess I have pretty immature friends or I'm young because I still haven't been on. I've been to 3 weddings since high school, and one of them was yours, Dylan. So.
Yeah, I would say it's like, I don't know, 26, 27 is when they start to pile up. And it's like all your friends from high school who finally got around to getting, or friends from high school, all your friends from college who were in relationships finally got around to like, okay, they lived with each other for a couple of years. Now they're proposing.
Yeah, because I've only been to yours, ex-girlfriend's sisters, and then Grant's sister had extra seats. So me and Platts got sat at the family table, and we're in the back of all the fucking we're in the back of all the first dance videos and everything, sitting with the cousins. But
yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
I like I said, I just the mountains like have always been a big draw for me. So someone threw out the idea like go to Montana or Wyoming, where I haven't been yet. But
would you do yours, Bursic, in the summer or in the winter for like a skiing thing?
Well, so that's my debate is, well, shit. What do I really want to do? I want to go on a 6 ski trip. Like this is my chance to go heli skiing, even though that's a really dangerous idea. But like, should I do, go all out with 2-3 dudes that can keep up, or so
right.
I'm all over the place. But like I said, I think I'm right now in this time, I might rather hang out with more people than not. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Lake Tahoe or something like that.
Kelsey went to Tahoe for one of her. She got 2. I was like, what the fuck? I might have to schedule another one. Speaking of wedding season, My Custom Heart, they're doing a big promo for National Girlfriend Day. Jack, this is right up your alley, bro.
When is that?
So that is August. I think it's the first couple days in August. I'll confirm that date. Put it on your radar. National Girlfriends Day. My Custom Hearts doing a big promo, and you get that extra promo with DYLN at checkout. So mark down your calendars, guys. And now the last Bursic Babble. This one has me. I got to get to the bottom of this. 2 condiments for the rest of your life. Let's finish off with that.
Okay,
I'll start because it's awful. I'm going ketchup barbecue sauce. Okay, yes. Flame me in the comments.
I will go ranch buffalo sauce.
Wow.
I'll go ketchup ranch, but if we were doing Mount Rushmore, it'd be ketchup ranch, buffalo, honey mustard.
Bonus.
I think I'm a big mustard guy, so I'll leave it at general mustard. Now I can sugar it up or pepper it up, but then I think I'm a hot sauce buffalo sauce guy too. Like that's just always good.
I love it. Those are the condiments. I'll actually end with a babble of my own, and I've never felt older in my life. I don't even know if I want an answer to this. What is a Riz?
I see it too. I don't know.
Hold
I
on.
think it's like
We'll figure it out eventually. All right, good to be back with the fellas. We're off. Look out for some Alaska content. Good to be back. We'll talk to you guys shortly.